What's up, everybody? Welcome back, EVE Online. We're doing the Advanced Military Career Agent, and this is the 10 of 10, the 10th mission out of 10 missions. Anyway, let's read through it and see what we're in for. We're going to be stepping back on this one and letting you take control of the situation. One of our patrols spotted a small group of suspicious vessels headed towards a local pleasure hub. Well, that's I guess to be expected. After processing their ship's ID tags, we've determined that one of the pilots is a known terrorist responsible for dozens of station bombings. Okay, well, we can't allow that. A Concorde raid into the premises would be picked up by the terrorists well before the ships actually arrived. We need this murderer taken out while we have his location, so you must move in yourself and then assassinate him. Understand? We don't need to capitalize the U in understand, apparently, but that's fine. Alright, so they're going to give us a catalyst, which, oh, hi, Ella, yeah, is a destroyer that we don't have the skill for yet, but that's only, oh, that's after it's accepted. Kill the terrorist leader inside the pleasure hub. Interesting. So they want us to use the destroyer on this mission. Interesting. Well, let's see how we do without that. It's all for turret damage, and destroyers will probably have 8 turret slots. Usually they do. Let's see. Fitting, yep. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't have 8 guns. I'm not going to use that ship. I'm going to go in there with Jackson here, and I'm going to kick ass, and I don't think I'm even going to bother taking names. So, one way that I'm going to increase my damage output is I'm going to take off this overdrive injector, and I'm going to pick up this drone damage amplifier. And hopefully that will help a little bit. I've got guns. It doesn't tell me what faction it is I'll be going up against, but I've got 6 hours to do it. So if I go and I... Okay, be prepared for him to use a warp disruptor and stasis webifier. I do not suggest you fit warp core stabilizers, though. They will negatively impact your locking time and locking range, and take up precious low power slots could be used to increase your damage, your capacitor recharge, or your repair abilities. Also keep your eyes on the prize. Your primary target is the terrorist, not his wingman, and it's your call whether you need to take them down as well. If you do, you may need to start by picking off the weakest targets from a distance, possibly with varying ammunition types. Okay. So this could be a real challenge. Let's drop. I don't need a warp disruptor. I'll put on my little shield thing. And I don't know that I have anything else really that I could do to make this better for myself. Yeah, I guess I could use a Nosferatu to like suck their capacitor from them, but I don't know that I'm too concerned. I probably should be, but I'm going to give it a try. So, alright. I'll head on in there. I've got my catalyst given to me. I've got Jackson here, my trusty Tristan, I think it is. And we'll just see... We'll see how that works out. Let's go back up. Warp to the location. I mean, I've got a couple guns that aren't going to do me much good. But I've got 4 light drones that have done very well for me so far. And I think I'm just going to rely on them for the most part. And if things are looking really bad, I'll whip out one of these civilian hobgoblins. I feel like they're probably not even worth putting out, but every little bit of DPS counts, so... They still use 5 megabits of bandwidth. Scanners are picking up 3 hostiles moving to their ships. Looks like they've noticed me. Okay. We'll just drop those out. I'll have my drones take out those trainees real quick. Alright, so he's webbing me, I'm webbing him. My drones are obliterating his buddies. And now they get to do work on him. So this thing, I don't know how much it's helping me, but you can see I'm taking hits at 29 damage, 28, and my drones, each of them are dishing out anywhere between 16 to like 37. You know, I might as well shoot at him with my guns as well. Alright. That went relatively well, all things considered. I was a little worried since they were giving me the next class up worth of ship to combat these enemies, but it ended up alright. I'm going to salvage these ships and loot the terrorist leader, and then go about my business. Hi, Bailey. Yeah. Bailey's got a little bandana on because sometimes we all need to be fancy. Yeah. You're a good girl. I know you think it's dinner time, but you've got a good 30 minutes still. Yeah, it's not dinner time. Not yet. Come on, Salvager. You can do it. Failed again. What kinds of ships did they send after this? That's no good. So, while we wait and while I salvage, this is pretty much it for the tutorial missions. And after this, it's kind of up to you to decide what you're going to do with your life here in Eve. And it's a challenging question to answer. So I think I haven't totally decided what my next bunch of videos are going to be, just because I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with my life in Eve yet. And I think what I'll do is I will keep the alpha character, because I think a lot of people are probably interested in what they can do as an alpha character and what their limitations are, and I will work within those same limitations. Also, it saves me the money of paying for an account, so that'll be good. But we can get into exploration first, just because that's, I think, a relatively lucrative way to spend the time as an alpha, and it's something I know a decent amount about. So we'll fly around and try to get into some trouble, or try to avoid trouble, as the case may be. And yeah, we'll play it by ear. So we'll start with some exploration, I think. We'll get into some missions maybe, and try a little mining. Maybe get into cloud harvesting, if that... Alright, look at that. We got some loot. Nothing of any real value, but... And neither is salvaging turning up anything for me just yet, but... Looks like this remote shield booster I can't even use, because I'm an alpha character. But either way, we're done already, and it's about 3 minutes in. So I'm also going to start trying to make some videos of Stellaris. I went looking for strategies, and while there are probably videos I could watch, all of the videos are like 3 hours long, and I understand, because it's a strategy game, and it's to be expected that your play times are going to be long, but it's hard to watch 3 hours worth of somebody else playing a strategy game. So I'm going to try to break it down into something a little bit more palatable. But I think this is it. I've already got my destroyer out of this. I'll complete the mission. I picked up 215 grand, and if you look, I've bought a number of skills, but I've got 8 million ISK right now. I've got a number of different ships. So if I click over here and look at what my net worth is, after doing all of their missions, all 5 career agents, I'm at like 19.5 million total net worth. And that's, in cash, that's in stuff I've looted. It's in the various ships that I've got here. So they've given me ships to do whatever I like with. So if I want to do mining, I can use Larry, the Venture, and I've got a couple ventures. If I want to do trading and sort of courier work, I've got this Nereus ship. If I want to run combat missions, I can do that with a ship like Jackson or some of these others. I've also got the Catalyst, which is a destroyer. And as I build up, I'll be able to get into higher level classes. But they've given me the tools, and I think the Imicus is an exploration-specific ship. So, yep, it is. So, if they've given you a ship for pretty much everything that you might want to do, just so that you can get in and get your feet wet and try it out. So, after this week, I'll try to make a few videos each week of different things that you can do, and we'll try to make some money and see how successful we are. So, thanks for watching. Check out the Errant Gamer podcast, which I'm doing with a couple friends of mine. It's on the gaming industry and games in general. And we're also trying to write stuff for the Errant Gamer website. We're all working professionals, though, so the time that we have is limited. So bear with us on that level. But thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, or if you would like to play together sometime or anything, let me know, and we'll see what we can do. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video.